All right, everybody, welcome to the WBMG Media Group's broadcast of the BBE podcast. I'm your host, Jeff Gatsby Wilson, man. Listen, I know we were supposed to come on the other day. A lot of people may have caught this, but we were supposed to be on Facebook Live with Kelvin Smith and his wife, Sheila Smith, the new owners of the Dugout Sports Bar in the Bronx, right outside Yankee Stadium. Was little communication problems and some logistical things that we had to work out, so we didn't get them on the show. But big shout out to Kevin, Lisa, man. Congratulations on, becoming the proud owner. I think it was 2 years ago, 2022, that you bought the property and reopened the bar. So congratulations on that, man. Big things going on over there. Also, you guys may have seen the video that I made talking about some of the people that are going to be coming over the show. Kennedy DeVoe, I think we rescheduled her for March 9th. I don't have dates for Ike Floyd, the lead singer of BBQ band, and the relative of George Floyd, a young man that was killed by police, I think in Minnesota or somewhere a couple of years ago. Again, he's the lead singer for the BBQ band. One of his biggest hits was On the Beat. He's still recording, still doing a lot of things. Actually, I think he recorded a song dedicated to his nephew, George Floyd. We might get a chance to hear some of that song. Talk about some of the other things that he did. But I really want to thank everybody that's been supporting WBMG Media Group. As you know, we're a book publishing company as well. We have about 6 authors, about 8 books out, about 11 Kindle books. I've also partnered with one of my authors, Madeline Namro. She's a Polish author. Who I met online and helped promote some of her books, and we have now co-written, I believe it's 10 children's books. That's right, your man Gatsby has co-written some children's books with Madeline Namro from Poland, one of my authors, and we're going to be releasing those this year, 2024. We actually released 2 already. I don't got the names of them on the top of my head, but yeah, big shout out to Madeline, man. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to write those children books with you, and we're looking forward to dropping a few more of them. Congratulations on the Grammy Award winners, man. You guys know the Grammys was on a little while, and a lot of people won awards. There was a lot of controversy. Jay-Z had a lot to say about Beyonce not winning the best album of the year, but it is what it is. Music is music, business is business, and that's how it goes. Also, big shout to Kanye West on the huge investment that he made coming back with his Yeezy brand. You guys may have heard the story how he spent $7 million to do an advertising during the Super Bowl, and he flipped that with sales, almost $20 million that he came back on. So big shout Kanye, man. That's my man. I respect his game. I respect his gangster. Respect how he does what he does. You don't always have to understand what people do. God sees the vision, not you. And you want to sit back in judgment, you can do that, man. But big shout to my guy, Kanye. Also, congratulations on this new album. He just dropped the album a little while ago, man. So you already know what it is. Once again, it's DJ Gatsby, the Black Business Entrepreneur Podcast, man. And we doing what we do, man. And I'm glad everybody's here, checking me out and checking out what I got going on. I really appreciate it, man. There's a few other people that I got coming on the show. You may have heard me talk about this online, but Roderick Giles. Roderick Giles is a childhood friend of mine. We grew up in Spring Valley together, Hill section of Spring Valley. We actually attended Rockland Community College together, where we was in the audiovisual program where we learned how to operate television cameras and also do film editing. I later went on to New York School of Announcing and Speech and was on NBS Radio. After that, he later went on to school, I think Rochester University or something. But at any rate, man, he subsequently became a cameraman working on Showtime at the Apollo. You guys from New York know that show. He also worked with Spike Lee on a couple of films and became an independent producer himself, producing a few films. Very instrumental in hip-hop and doing hip-hop videos. I got Rod coming on now. He was on the show a few years ago, him and with his business partner, Rodney Ponce. Speaking of Rodney, we got to get Rodney back on. Rodney is also in the music business, executive producer. He finances films. He does crowdfunding and help people get funds to bring their books or their stories, screenplays to film. So we got Rodney coming back on. I had them both at the same time because they were working together, but I want to have them separately so they could tell their stories individually about who they are and what they do. All right, once again, man, it's DJ Gatsby. You're watching the BBE podcast, and we were talking about some of the things that we got coming up. Also, want to say Black History Month, man. This is very controversial. People talk about this all the time, but Black History Month, man, is every day. Like every day, we're creating Black history. Every day, we're learning more about Black history. Every day, we're sharing information of Black history. And while I understand, the political motivation or the historical significance and cultural significance for America to celebrate Black History Month, that's something that they do for a lot of different cultures, a lot of different races, a lot of different people that's in this country. What I want to say is Black History Month is every day. And every day you're making Black history. We're celebrating Black history. We're learning something about Black history. So share anything that you know on historical significance, no matter where you heard it, no matter where you learned it. If it's something that you think people need to hear about and learn about, man, please, make sure you share that, man. Anyway, a lot now. Also, it's kind of off topic. My kids always asking me, Dad, you on the podcast. You're always talking about this. You're talking about that. These people. You never mention us. So I want to wish my grandson Dante happy birthday. I think he just celebrated a day or two. My daughter Sequoia, happy birthday. I think my nephew. I think my nephew Curtis may have celebrated. Not Curtis. Todd may have. Todd Wilson may have celebrated a birthday. I'm not on top of these birthdays, man, but big shout out to all my kids, my grandkids, and my great grandkids. That's right, you heard it right. Great grandkids. I got two. One's 4 years old, Amira, and the other one's two legends. So, shout out to the kids, to the Wilson family and the Wilson clan. I didn't forget y'all, and while we're doing the podcast, we're going to talk about that. Now, people were asking me specifically about some of the titles and discussions that they like to have during the during the podcast. All right, and what we want to talk about, first things, is the importance of having a dream, of starting a business, owning a business, generating, another stream of income outside of your 9-to-5 job. Now, when we talk about people being entrepreneurs and business people, we understand you have to finance that dream, and 99% of the time, that's with a job, a 9-to-5 job, punching a clock job, going to work every day, to pay bills and keep the lights on and where you're at. All right, so those are essential needs. But outside of that, we want you to have the ambitions and the goals to start a business, to start a hustle, to get money outside of that job. And the thing about that is that you want to go about it the right way. Like, we come from the old school where everybody, they have a little side job. They don't want a business license. They don't want a tax ID number. They don't want to, share the information with the government and pay taxes and be subject to all that. Listen, that's how it's done. So before you start knocking that off the books job and getting money on the low, no, that's how it's done. That's how you generate wealth. That's how you get a business that's going to grow and flourish and generate income for you. You get the business license, you get the tax ID number, you get a bank account for your business in the business name. You can get credit cards in the business name. You can generate loans for the business name. You can also get credit for equipment, supplies, and other expenses that you have running your business. Now, that part right there may seem a little difficult. So that's why you have people to do your taxes when you start your business. It's the first thing you're going to need to do. Once you apply for your business, get your tax ID number, get your business up and running, you're going to need an accountant. You're going to need somebody to do your taxes on a regular basis, because you need to know how to keep track of your funds and expenses concerning your business. Now, and a couple of people ask me about that, so I'm going to make sure I get to them and get them on the show so you can ask those questions. The other things that when you get a business, you got to start figuring out, how am I going to advertise my business? How am I going to market my business? How am I going to let people know about my business? People say, oh, I'm going to get a business card, and I'm going to get some flyers, and I'm going to tell my family. I'm going to talk to everybody, that's on my job, and all these other things. No. Those are one of the things that you do. But one of the many things that you do are going to be different than that. And that's where, you know, having a business plan comes in. We're going to get the business line, but you need a business plan on how you're going to conduct your business, how you're going to advertise the business, how you're going to have a social media business, have a social media presence on the business. And during our next show, which we're going to try to do it every week now, we're going to try to do it Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and cover a lot of bases. I got some other things I need to do, but listen, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for checking me out. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. You know what I mean? And you'll find out a lot more about what I'm doing, and you'll also see some of the things that I've done before and follow the history. So once again, it's Jeff Gatsby Wilson, host of the BBE podcast, produced by WB Media Group. Follow me on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram to see reels and other information about the business. And also, please, I'm asking for this because this is the most important piece of this whole social media thing. Check out my YouTube channel, DJ Gatsby Show. And please click the button and subscribe to the channel. That channel opens a lot of doors, a lot of avenues for me to bring this show to you. And I appreciate the support. So once again, peace, God bless. Thanks for tuning in, and look for my upcoming shows. As I said, with guests Kelvin and Lisa Smith, owners of the Dugout Sports Bar in the Bronx, Roderick Giles, Clarendon Entertainment, film producer, scriptwriter, Ike Floyd, musician, singer, lead singer for the BBQ band. One of his hits was On the Beat, and also he's the uncle of George Floyd, the man that was murdered. He's going to talk about that too. Rodney Ponther. We're going to have Kennedy DeVoe. I'm reaching out to Leo Sullivan, film producer, author and film producer. Also Nicola Mitchell, who's an author and film producer. They both got some films out. Silk White, J.M. Benjamin. It's a list of people that I'm trying to reach out. I don't want to start dropping names, but if you're out there, man, hit me up, DJ Gatsby, 914-483-9496. You can call or text, or hit me online at one of my many social media platforms. If you want to hit the email, it's djgatsbyx@yahoo.com or WBD Media Group at yahoo.com. Peace, God bless, man. Reach out to me because I'll be reaching out to you.